So here we have the Kia Cee'd 1 litre GT line on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and I'll run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got reversing sensors, plenty of boot space along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. Just going to make our way back round to the front of the car now before we hop in and run through those controls. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way around and a really great looking car as well. Briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. As you can see, the seats are as good as new. There's loads to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we've got the rev counter. On the right-hand side, we've got the fuel gauge, and then we have the speedometer in the middle, as well as the trip computer that displays the total miles on this car of 7,761. Directly above that, you've got the main trip computer. You can change the information that's displayed there using buttons on the steering wheel. Not only trip computer information, but satellite navigation, music, and various vehicle setting menus as well. So those buttons I was using a moment ago are these ones at the bottom. Above that, we've got cruise control and speed limiter, and we can change the setup of the driving feel, if you like, of the steering wheel. So if I press that button, you'll see that we've got steering mode comfort, normal, or sport. So to give you an idea, sport, the steering will be very firm. Comfort, it'll be the exact opposite of that, and normal is your everyday driving mode. Over on the left-hand side of the steering wheel, we've got stereo controls and phone control, so we can answer and end phone calls, and we have voice activation for the phone as well. So hit that button, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, and it will do that for you without you having to take your phone out of your bag or pocket. That is, of course, once you paired the phone, which is done on this central screen over here. Before we come back to the phone, you can see this car's got DAB and FM radio as well as AM. There's a few other ways of listening to music. If I press that button right now, it will tell me that nothing is connected. Basically, once you paired the phone up, you can, if you wish to, you can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio, as well as connecting a USB device and an auxiliary device. So plenty of ways to listen to your music in this car. We also have satellite navigation available on this screen, and there's a full video showing how that works on our website. And if I pop the car into reverse, we have a full colour reversing camera as well, with guidelines on the ground showing you where the car is headed in relation to the image that you see behind you. Underneath that, we can turn off the traction control and lock the car doors from the outside, and we have dual zone climate control at the bottom, so we can adjust the driver and passenger temperatures, turn the air conditioning on from there, or hit auto, and the car will maintain those temperatures for us. We can then override that by adjusting the fan speed accordingly. Under that, we have two 12-volt charging sockets, the USB and auxiliary input that I mentioned a moment ago, and a 6-speed manual gearbox. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.